Hello, welcome to the Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory rundown with me, and I'm joined by Fake Tit Ellie. Welcome.
Hello there.
How are you doing, Ellie? How are you doing
I'm
today,
doing
Ellie?
very good, thank you. I'm very good.
So, we both watched Bound for Glory today. What did you think of it? Give your overall thoughts for a second before we go through all the matches.
Okay. I thought it was absolutely amazing, as always, because Impact never really disappoints me. Yeah, I just thought it was pretty much good for, like, the most part.
Yeah, there was a few surprises during it, which shocked me as well. There's some good stuff going on. Let's get straight into it. We should kick off with the X Division match between Hit Raju, Jordan Grace, Willie Mack, your favourite, Chris Bay, TJP, and Trey Miguel. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was a pretty good match, actually. It's probably one of my favourites on the night. Hit Raju won the match and returned, which I thought was, you predicted that, actually, and, I predicted Willie Mack or Chris Bay was going to win, but they lost, so I'm a bit disappointed in that, but at the end of the day, it's, we don't always get what we want. It was a pretty good match, though, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid opener. I'd have to give it a good solid 3.5 out of 5. It was a good six-way match.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like almost about a 4, maybe, out of 5.
Eddie really enjoyed it then.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favourite matches of the night.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I mean, Hit Raju is a good champion for the most part.
I didn't even know who he was going into the match. It was like when he went, I was like, okay, I don't know
I've
who
seen
this
him
guy
like
is.
twice, but he seems to do good work.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad in the match, so I'm not really, upset by him winning.
Yeah. Then after that, we had a party for Johnny Bravo's bachelor party. Falabar told him the check bounced for their 19th century Gothic castle. Johnny Bravo just had a massive go at Falabar, and then Rosemary says, "I don't care, we'll get married in the ring." Despite the fact that Falabar had a load of cash on a necklace under his t-shirt, as he stole it from Hernandez a couple of weeks ago.
That's theft.
He is an awful best man.
Yeah.
Falabar is awful as a best man. Get Miro,
Yeah.
he's the best man.
Yes, everyone's the best man in my opinion.
But yeah, that was a fun segment.
Yeah, it was a pretty alright segment. Nothing too much going on, but it's not bad.
Then we move on to 20 competitor Call Your Shot Battle Royale. We'll go through all the competitors. The first person, first off, if Heath or Rhino don't win this match, they're both gone from Impact. That was the stipulation going into the match. The second competitor into the match was... Oh, sorry. That looks like wrong. I don't know where he came in. But anyway, Davari, WWE's former WWE star Davari made an appearance here, which was weird, but okay.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't really pay attention to like the contestants really. I just paid attention to like the match itself.
Yeah.
The actual wrestling. So.
Yeah. We had Larry D, Crazy Steve, Ace Marrero, Tennille Dashwood, Jessica Havoc, Brian Myers, who cheated his way to eliminate Crazy Steve. Boo.
Oh yeah.
Boo him. Swoggle made an appearance. For some fucking reason.
I think they just got eliminated like after 10
Instantly.
seconds.
Yeah. Tommy Dreamer, who was dressed as the Road Warrior Animal, came out, which was really amazing.
Oh,
Alicia Edwards, Kira Hogan, Taya Valkyrie, Falabar, who then got eliminated because Hernandez, who was the last competitor, spoiler, tore off his shirt and saw the cash. So he tossed it out of the ring and went and got his cash. That was quite a funny elimination. James
Yeah.
Storm returned.
Oh yeah, that was the guy that I didn't know, but you know.
Both Reno Scum members came in. Heath came in. Sami Callihan and Hernandez. Overall, the winner was Rhino. But as people who watch this know, the ending happens when it's two competitors. Then it goes to a pin and submission match.
Yeah, and then Rhino won with the gore, or like, the
Gore.
spear, as I call it.
Gore.
Yes.
Rhino pretty much ran the gauntlet for the most part. So
Yeah.
it was good. He was the number one competitor and he won the entire thing. So going to give the match a 3 out of 5. It wasn't an overly fantastic battle royale, but it was what it did what it needed to do.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent match, really. I'd give it like a 3.5, or maybe 3.4, something around there.
Okay. Then we had the North being interviewed by some random person saying that they don't care about anything but the number 94 because that's the days that the Motor City Machine Guns have stolen their championship from them. We're going to destroy you and get our championships back and prove that we are the best tag team in the world. It was a decent promo.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'd give the promo an 8 out of 10. It really hyped me for the tag team match.
No, I'd give it a 7.5. Decent promo.
We then had EC3 versus Moose in a cinematic wrestling match in an undisclosed location. The EC3 got the minions around the ring to chant for Moose, and then EC3 told him to control his narrative. And Moose said thank you and rammed EC3 across the head with a title belt. Looked at the bloody EC3 on the floor and walked off.
Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of liked how the match was like cinematic. It was different. Because normally it's just a normal in-ring match, but this time it was like different and more like cinematic. Like it's more focused on the narrative rather than the actual wrestling, which I liked.
For that reason, I'm not going to focus on it as being a match. I'm going to focus on it being a segment, and I'd give it a 9 out of 10 as being a segment.
Yeah, I'd say it was a 9 as well. It was fantastic in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it was a match, but it wasn't a match. It's not fair to rate it as a match.
Yeah. It's kind of like if it was wrestling was a film, pretty much.
Yeah. Then we move on to the Rock introduced and inducted Ken Shamrock into the TNA Hall of Fame. So fantastic there. But that just gets a 10 out of 10 because it's the fucking Rock.
I mean, Rocky's better, so I'd have to give it like a 2 out of 10 because there was no Sylvester Stallone.
Vince, book it. Rock versus Rocky next year's WrestleMania.
Yes, we actually need that. We need it. I
don't think Sylvester Stallone can wrestle.
I mean, he may be 74, but have you seen him in like Rambo Last Blood? The guy is still like alive. He's got the body. He's like a bodybuilder pretty much, just 74. He still can like do stuff that he could do when he was like 40. So
fair enough. Then we move on to Ken Shamrock, the newly inducted Ken Shamrock, versus Eddie Edwards. The lights went out. Then they came back up. Sami Callihan had a baseball bat. Eddie Edwards had a kendo stick. Eddie Edwards managed to take out Sami Callihan, but that gave Ken Shamrock time to nail the belly-to-belly suplex and then get an ankle locked in.
it was a very decent match in my opinion.
Probably
it wasn't
the weakest
great
of the night, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was decent, but it was probably
I'd give it a 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad. Just it wasn't overly fantastic, but I wasn't expecting it to.
I felt like it could have been a lot better. I'd probably give it like a 2.5 maybe. It kind of disappointed me, to be honest. I thought it'd be like something great, but it was just something decent at best.
Yeah. We then go to our 4-way tag title tournament, tag title match between Motor City Machine Guns, Good Brothers, North, and Austin and Fulton. Before the match began, the North eliminated Alex Shelley from the match by pile driving him onto concrete. So Sabin was going into this match by himself. And unfortunately, that led to what was a disappointing victory for Chris Sabin. The North won the match to regain their tag titles. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know about the North, so before this match, so it's just kind of like, it's like now the champions, I'm like, I don't even know who they are really, so I think it was a alright match though, to be honest, in my opinion. Probably like more like a 3 out of 10, 3 out of 5, sorry.
I'd probably give it a 3.25 out of 5. It wasn't that good. I mean, I think because one of your strongest competitors was taken out. I mean, all the tag teams were really good, just Alex Shelley's fantastic, so it missed the edge that Alex Shelley would have given the match.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if he was like in the match.
Definitely. We then go to Deonna Purrazzo in the ring, waiting for Kylie Ray, who does not show up for her title match, which was foreshadowed, but yet Kylie Ray did not get to the match. Then Deonna opens up for an open challenge. Guess who bloody returns? Su Yung. Bloody hell, we ain't seen Su Yung in like a year.
Yeah, I actually found that quite surprising, actually. Because I expected Kai to come out, but no, it was Su Yung. I thought it was a really good surprise. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't get Kai Ray, but it's still, like, at the end of the day, it was a pretty good surprise, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. In this review I'm reading, it does say that whoever wrote this on PW Insider was told that Kylie Ray was not in the building at all, and they had to change plans. So it sounds like something happened, and this was a substitute, a legitimate substitute. But still, I like the match, and your winner and new Knockouts champion, Su Yung.
I actually thought it was a pretty good match, actually, so I kind of wanted Purrazzo to return so she could go against Kylie, but I'm not really too bummed out by the Su Yung winning, so
but
I think it's
with the fact Su Yung won, it does make me think they would have given it to Kylie Ray if she was there.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to guess they wanted it off Deonna, so they did another substitute. This would have always been the end result, but I think it would have been Kylie versus Su Yung for the belt instead of Deonna versus Su Yung.
Yeah.
But that being said, the match was actually really good. I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5.
I'd give it a 3.5.
Yeah.
Pretty good match.
We then get the announcement that on the 16th of January 2020, at Hard to Kill, the Knockout Championship, Knockout Tag Team titles are returning. Yes, it was not a mistake. That's what Josh Matthews said, and then joked to saying, this is a year that will never end. He meant to say 16th of January 2021. I just wanted to recreate his mistake. But yeah, I mean, Knockout Tag titles, pretty decent.
I don't know about those titles.
And before everyone screams, oh, that was WWE's idea, they had Knockouts Tag titles like 7-8 years ago. So, fuck off, was it WWE's idea? At least in the modern era.
Yeah, Impact never steals anything off WWE. Impact
never
is
ever steals from WWE. Ever.
I actually don't really like WWE, at least compared to Impact. I think Impact is probably like the best at the moment. Anyway,
well, this pay-per-view is a good example. It was pretty decent. We then moved to Eric Young versus which one for the Impact Wrestling World Championship. Your winner and new Impact World Champion, Rich Swann.
Yes. I actually predicted that it would win, so...
I think we
I'm
both
pretty happy,
predicted he
not
was
gonna lie.
winning. I will give this match a 4.5 out of 5. It was absolutely fantastic.
The sad thing is, I was a bit busy when the match was going on, so I didn't see too much of it. But from the parts I did see, it was pretty good. So it'd probably be a 4 for me.
Nah.
For the parts I did see.
What would you give the overall rating for the pay-per-view, Ellie?
That's kind of hard because it's like I kind of want to give it like probably like solid 9, but it's kind of like also there was some parts that disappointed me, like the Ken Shamrock match. So I'd probably give it about an 8.2 out of 10. It was a great show, but disappointing like one area pretty much that just or two
I'm going to
areas.
give it an 8 out of 10. It was a pretty decent pay-per-view. Just, well, Ken Shamrock is just, he's Ken Shamrock. He's not a wrestler, he's a brawler.
Yeah.
But the problem is Eddie Edwards really isn't a proper brawler, so I mean he can be, just they needed like no DQ rule to make that match really good.
Yeah, it would have been better if they did that.
Yeah. But overall I massively enjoyed it. Will Hell in the Cell be better? You must tune into this channel tomorrow to figure out with the results and finding out which is better, Hell in the Cell or Bound for Glory.
I doubt that Hell in a Cell would be better, but sure. We can at least give it a chance.
Are you planning to watch it, Ellie?
Yes, because I don't have school next week, so
Sound. So
I will be able to watch it.
So you're going to be joining me for the review on Hell in the Cell then, yes?
I mean, if you want me to, then yeah.
Sound, yes. And then you could tell me how crappy it was compared to this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I don't think Hell in a Cell would be crap. I just think it's
I just don't think I don't think it'll be as good as this. I mean, it's got a chance to be. It's got really good matches booked, so here's hoping it's fantastic. But
yeah, I think Impact's better, so I think this show's could be better than Hell in a Cell, but I still think Hell in a Cell has the potential to be good.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we hope you've enjoyed watching this this review, this rundown. I hope Ellie will eventually get a sequel to her game and finally get out of the spaceship.
Hopefully, but I'm afraid the Dead Space series is a bit dead at the moment anyway. We're not had a game in like 7 years. 7 years.
Jesus Christ. Come on, EA, get your finger out your arse.
They actually fired
That's what
the
happens when you
company
make
that...
Dead Space 3 a generic freaking shooter.
That was kind of, sad.
That's basically what killed the franchise.
I think EA fired the company that actually made the Dead Space game, so that's why there wasn't a Dead Space 4 yet. So they have to give the rights to some other company to do Dead Space 4.
Yes, get on it, EA.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Save me from this eternal nightmare.
Yeah, we hope you've enjoyed our review, and we shall see you all, hopefully, within the live reactions for Hell in the Cell, or the review afterwards. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you later. Good night, and goodbye.